Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be building a desk, not like a cheap desk. We're going to be building a nice desk, and I'm kind of going to do a vlog, take you guys along with me. And the first place we're going is kind of like this kind of industrial salvage place, and we are going to try to find a nice wood top for the desk. So kind of a tutorial, kind of a vlog. Let's go ahead and get going. Also, welcome to Florida, because it's still January and I am now in shorts. It's like 75 degrees. That's great. And now for some totally unique car B-roll. Gotta get you guys too. And we are here at, it's kind of like a salvage yard. Hopefully we'll be able to find what we're looking for, but time to mask up and go inside, it looks like. So there is a whole bunch of stuff here. It's kind of just mishmashed everywhere, but we're gonna try to find the wood. So there's a bunch of different wood options right here. We're taking a look at these right now. Also, I noticed the audio gets destroyed when you're wearing a mask, so apologize for that. But they do have some pretty good prices here, so we probably will find something. There's all kinds of stuff. There's like a bunch of lights here. Like sliding door pieces or sliding doors. Very interesting. It's also an exit, or kind of an exit, more of an entrance to the backyard. I just heard something move like a squirrel, but there's also all kinds of stuff out here. Like I said, interesting. So another thing that I was looking for going through here is a new toilet. I was kind of in the used market since I don't have the budget for a new one, so I think one of these nice used toilets will be just fine for me. Okay, so we were kind of looking at this piece of wood right here. This is cypress. I don't know, it just seems like it'd be a really good shape for a desk, and it's a pretty good price, so I'm pretty sure this is the one we're going to go with. And I think this one's kind of the way to go. So we're still looking around at all the other ones. They have a bunch in other places, but I like this one. It's a little bit rough, so you'd have to sand it a lot, but of course we're gonna finish it and everything, and it'll look pretty good. Alright, so this is the one we decided on. This one, there's gonna be a lot of sanding and a lot of work we have to do on this, but this is the one that, sorry about that camera shake, this is the one that we can work on and really make it look really nice. There's a bunch of other options here. If you look, there's like this cedar right here is really nice, but it's got some holes in it. We could fill it with some like acrylic or something, but we just decided that's not the best one for us. But we're going with that one, and that guy's just picking it up. You go, man. Okay, alright. Yep. Okay, so I'm using the truck as the tripod, but we got out of there. We chose that cypress, and now we're gonna head home, start working on it. We also have to find some legs for the table, so let's get to that. What a transition right there. Okay, so we are out here working on this. It's a day or two later, and I wanted to update you guys on what we're doing. So far, we've kind of just been sanding and smoothing this piece right here. This actually had this kind of like knot right here, and we just cut that off, and we're sanding that down, and this is going to take a lot of sanding. It's really rough. If you look up close, I don't know if you can see, but we need to get that smooth so we can put a varnish on it. But we're just kind of sanding it, and we're trying to figure out what we're gonna do on this edge right here. We might just smooth it or sand it here, or we might like give it this cool kind of like natural uneven edge, and this is probably what's gonna be closer to the wall. So we're just going around. I wanted to update you guys on where we're at right now. Of course, we need to sand this like crazy. We're thinking of cutting this off and making it smaller. There's a whole bunch of ideas we have on this thing, so I'll update you guys in a minute. and we're gonna try to sand down this and make it smooth because it is really rough at the moment. And another thing we were thinking about is just leaving this right here, just kind of sand it down so it's kind of like this rough edge right here. And right now it's just kind of like, you can see there's kind of stuff like hanging off of and stuff, but if we sand this down, this will look really nice, and it'll just kind of give it like a raw, straight out of the tree kind of wood look, which it looks pretty good. All right, so next update, you can see we sanded this down a lot, and you can see we haven't sanded here, and you can see where we have sanded, and it was really rough before. It's actually, we're almost done right here. It's looking really good. Also the live edge, we've sanded it down a little bit, but this is looking really well. You can see we've also curved the edges a little bit more, and this is the side that a person's gonna be sitting at, and I'm really happy with how this is going. We've also cut down a big portion right here of the wood, and I'm actually gonna use that portion for a different project, which is probably a different video. And this is just turning out really well, so that's how this is going. Also, we're just using this orbital sander right here, and this is just getting this down really well. That's basically the main thing that we've used to do all this, other than the saw, of course. But this is how it's going, and I'll update you guys when the next chunk is done. Okay, so it is a day or two later, and we've gone ahead and sanded the bottom, or the top of this. This is the top. It's upside down right now, and we've put a coat of urethane on the bottom, and we're just going to do one coat on the bottom. The sides, we're going to do multiple coats, and we've just put one coat on right now. We've actually cut the desk off here, and I decided from the piece that we cut off there, I'm going to make a separate video of making a nightstand for my room, which is going to be really cool. But you can see we've rounded the edges, and we actually got a spray urethane for the live edge, and we're gonna let that dry, and then we're gonna take all those extra pieces you can see off and make it really smooth. There's some more of it right there, but this is gonna look really nice, I think. So we're gonna let this dry, and the legs for this table are coming in today. Then we're gonna put them on this, we're gonna flip it around, and then we're gonna start coating the top with urethane. So it's already looking amazing though. Okay, so the legs came in and they fit perfectly. They're really high quality. They were a really good price. I'm gonna leave them in an Amazon affiliate link down below if you guys want to pick one or a set of these up. So we're gonna go ahead and install those right now. Okay, so we have both the legs on, and this one went on perfectly. This one we are a little bit worried about because the table slightly bows, but luckily the metal bent when we screwed it in. You can see it's kind of bent there, so it fit the table perfectly. So that went really smooth. So we were worried we were gonna have to like jerry rig it a little bit, but luckily it went really well. So now it's time to flip it over and start putting coats of urethane on the top. So before we put the urethane on this table, there's some like cracks and stuff and holes we need to fill, and to do that we just have some liquid epoxy here, and this is clear, and we made sure it's sandable, so we're going to put this in the crevices right here, and that should fill it, make it smooth and even, so that then we can put the urethane on it. Okay, so we put the epoxy on this. I'm wearing a mask right now because this stuff's pretty toxic, but we're gonna let it dry. It says it dries in like an hour and a half or so, but we put it on pretty thick in these crevices right here, so it might take overnight, but once we get that done, then we can start putting the urethane on it, and I think this is gonna turn out pretty good. Also, I hope I'm in frame. And I do want to clarify that this desk we're making is not going to be my desk. We're making a desk for my dad, and I'm getting a hand-me-down desk that he used to have. So this is not my desk that we're making. We're making my dad a desk. But as I said, I am getting his old desk, which is a nice glass desk, and I'll show you my table. This is my old desk, and it's been great for a long time. But there are two main issues that I have with this. Number one, it's kind of small. There's not really a whole lot of room on this thing. There's just kind of, I've kind of just run out of space with all the things I need to have on my desk, and sometime soon I'm going to be getting a monitor for my MacBook, so I'm kind of running out of space here, so I need a new desk. Also, I've kind of used this as a work table too, which we'll get back to in a minute, but I've kind of messed this desk up a little bit. Okay, my second problem is really annoying. So if you touch this thing slightly, I don't know, you can see by that thing, this thing shakes like crazy, and it really drives me crazy because it feels really flimsy. But that's not gonna be a problem anymore. But I need to work on getting all the stuff on this desk cleaned off. And also, no one really ever shows you down here, but this is my cable predicament. Sorry about if there's any dust down here, but I have a lot of cables down here, and you never see this, but I need to get all this undone. And what I'm gonna do with this table is not like throw it away or anything. I'm gonna put it over here in the background of my videos, so it's gonna go like right here in the middle of my wall. And I'm actually kind of considered taking all the Nerf guns off this pegboard, but it's really cool and contrasty for my videos. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take them all off where the desk is gonna be, and the desk is just gonna be like a prop desk for the backgrounds of my videos, and I'm also gonna use it for unboxing as for the top-down angle and stuff. So that's when I'm gonna move that to, but I gotta get everything off of it, which might take a little while with all those cords. I'm gonna need this. My goodness. I do want to say I don't even know what's going on down here myself. It's a little bit too crazy with the cords. Okay, so now it's disconnected, and it's time to get everything off the top of this. So just, I'm just kidding. That'd be a horrible idea. The lighting though, this thing, it's unplugged. And this thing, of course there's still stuff in it since it's just going to be over there. I'm going to keep most of the things inside it, but fully disconnected. Now I got to clear the wall off. Okay, so here you can kind of get an idea of what it'll look like. Of course I need to push this in farther closer to the wall by taking these guns off, which I'm not looking forward to because they're kind of hard to rearrange, but it's sticking out way too far right now. But since this shelf already sticks out, this will only stick out probably this much once it's all the way flush. So it won't be too much of a drastic difference, which hopefully won't take up too much space in my room. But I think this is gonna look pretty cool. Of course I'm gonna put some stuff on here for the background of my videos, but I'm pretty happy with how this is looking. Oh boy. Okay, this is fully off, and now I gotta clean the guns off of this, and then we can put this flush against the wall. I cleared everything off that would touch this, so now it's time to put this against the wall. And it's perfectly centered on the wall, and this is what it looks like. It doesn't stick out too much, it sticks out about that much more, so looks pretty good, and hasn't fixed the wobble problem, of course, but now I have the fun job of putting as many Nerf guns as I can back on the wall. Yay. So I have all the guns arranged on the wall, and it took a little while, but it looks really good. Of course, my computer and everything's not going to be here. I'm super happy with how this is looking, and now I get to put stuff on the desk for the background of my video. So that'll be pretty fun, but now we are gonna move the other desk into this room. Okay, so this is the glass desk, and right now it doesn't look super great because I have all kinds of like zip ties and stuff on it, getting all the cords set up, and right now it's kind of a mess, but I'll give you guys a proper introduction to the desk, if that makes any sense, when I'm done. So it's a lot of work, but it's kind of fun, and it'll be really satisfying once it's all done. Okay, so we have this pretty much all set up, which is weird to say for a desk. I took some Windex to it, and it looks really good. I'll take you guys up close in a second, but as you can see, there's a whole lot of space on this thing, and it's nice because I have my old desk right over there, and I'll show you guys the cable situation that I worked on. And that is down here. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it works well. If you see here, I'll like show you guys all the things I have plugged in. This right here, there's another extension cable down there. That's where I run it to, and I'm not running all this off of one. There's another cable that runs behind my bed there. And then on this side, we have all these that are plugged in, and those run to things like my light that looks really janky. And then you can barely see it from down here. And I'm filming this fast because it looks like it's about to rain, and rain will destroy my audio. But as you can see, it looks really good, and it pretty much looks brand new. And I'll tell you right now, I'm thinking of getting a monitor for my MacBook because the screen's kind of small for editing, and I think that would fill this up and make it look a lot better. Also, I have another idea for a desk organizer that I'm looking at, but I'm liable to make a video about both those. Although this is kind of a vlog, you probably don't care about either of these desks, so now back to the main desk that we're making for this video. Okay, so after that like minute and a half B-roll sequence that hopefully you enjoyed, I feel like it turned out pretty well. We have finished the desk, and if you notice, I'm in like super Florida clothes right now because it is now starting to get warm. It's like 75 degrees out today, which is not super warm, but shorts and short sleeve weather. But this table took a very long time to do because currently the season that we're in, it was super cold constantly, and you can't put varnish on wood or anything. Mainly you put varnish on wood, and it was way too cold. So if it's like under like 70 degrees, the varnish just doesn't work. And then if it's like too warm, if it's like 85, 90 degrees, the varnish will get all gummy. So we had to wait for there to be a few days, not necessarily in a row, of 70-degree weather, because we have to put a coat on it, let it dry for a day, put a coat on it, let it dry for a day. So it took about a month to do, which is way too long, but that was the weather we were working in. We don't have an AC in our garage, so we had to wait for the right temperature outside, but we finished it, and I'm gonna show you it. I feel like it turned out really good. Here you can see the varnish on it. It's polyurethane, but it's mainly known as varnish, but we put matte polyurethane on this, but let's just call it varnish. You can also put glossy varnish on things, but we just thought for this kind of desk, matte would be better. So here is the varnish on the table right here, and it just, I really love how it looks. This is the live edge right here, and I just feel like it turned out really well. You can see right here, that is where we put the clear epoxy. Sorry, it's been a month. I can't remember these names, the names of these things. But it just looks so good. Here, we'll get a shot like this. You can see it is super smooth, and it's all done. We're gonna move it into my dad's office, so he's super excited because he's had to wait like a month, and he's had like this temporary table, and it's not super good. So we're gonna move this in, and oh man, that's super good. I think he's gonna sit on this side, and of course, you know, I'll show you everything on the desk when it's done and the whole setup. I'm super happy with how this turned out. Okay, so we have the table in here. I can't really show a whole lot of this room, so just that's about as much as I can show just to give you an idea. But yeah, it's in here. It looks super good, and as you can see where that resin set in, oh, it's so deep and it looks so good, and it's super hard. Table turned out great. Super happy with it, and now we're gonna go ahead and put everything on this table that will be on it, so you can get a good idea of just the setup we have in here. But oh man, this looks good. All right, so this is the setup in here. We have the MacBook. Yeah, you'll see more about that. We have the, I'm trying to be careful on what I'm filming, the iMac here on the desk, and you know, probably a good idea to put a mouse pad on this so that this mouse doesn't mess up how nice this looks. But this thing is, if you see, completely smooth, and oh man, it is just, is great. I'm super happy with how it turned out, and just one more shot of the live edge right there and how we kept that. And I feel like that corner is gonna get messed up eventually, but oh man, it just, yeah, it turned out really well. Okay, so this is the end to this really long video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This was a lot of fun to make this desk and film this video. Just kind of a cool thing, and hopefully it helped you if you're trying to make a desk. And if it did, consider going under this video, under the like button. You'll see my channel icon. If you click that, it'll bring you to all my other videos. They're pretty interesting. If you like what you see there, consider subscribing. You get to see all my new videos, and it really does help me out. So remember guys, life's like a movie. Make it interesting. Peace out.